Welcome everybody to Bayonetta 2. So for the first chapter, once you spawn into the level, go on to the right side of the dock to find your first journal. This will be a new beginning. Originally I wasn't going to show this, but I thought it might be a good idea to show it anyway. So on the same pier where we found the previous collectible, you want to go inside this little hole. This will be greeted by a witch tomb containing your broken witch heart as well. You won't get this until chapter 5, so feel free to come back when you want to. And now we're going to find the witch tomb. Go to the other end of the dock now, and we'll find it at the very end. And also, there will be your very first crow in this location, so look on the left side on the wooden docks, you will find your crow there. This is numbered number 1 in the file, so I'm going to number it as I find them. So that red heart, it's got a number in it, so I'm going to number it towards that. Because there is some crows we can't grab, and there's a witch heart that we can't grab at all in this area, but I'm not going to show that until we have the required skills. I'm only going to show this once. So once we find these specific kind of chests, if you interact with it, and then it will show you a path to take to find all 4 pieces. Once you have found the 4 desired pieces, it will then make the chest up. Then once you go back to the chest, you can now destroy it to claim your whatever treasures inside. Once again, this is one of these things where we can't get until we have the crow within. So you will find a crow located on one of these pillars next to the main objective. But we have to go across the way to find the crow. There is no other way to get up here apart from going on the balcony to your right and then double jumping up to get a higher altitude and then use bat within, or sorry, crow within to get the crow. Now from here, from the last location, go inside the water. You will find another tomb located inside. This will be the broken witch heart. And now to your left hand side of the main water section, you will find that there's a challenge area and your next journal. And now go inside to do your very first challenge. This one's very easy, so I'm not going to show it. And let's move on to the next one. For the next journal, we're now going to leave the area and go through the water directly ahead. Once we have gone through the portal, this is where we'll be. You will find a book directly in the front of your main path, so you can't really miss it. Just so you're not confused, this is literally from the last location. I just cannot go back because the doors behind me is closed. You'll definitely see this in the underwater section, so it's very hard to miss. After your very first official fight, this will be verse 2. Now look directly to your right, you will find some steps, and during this path, this will be broken, so make sure you jump across and don't fall down to claim the witch tomb and your broken witch heart inside. And now this is another collectible that we can't grab just yet if you're playing from the very beginning. We need to have the snake within once again to grab this. So the same procedure as before, we need to go under the stairway this time in the underwater section to find your next witch tomb that contains a broken witch heart. now once you have gained access to this new area, on the right side you will find the Gates of Hell if you want to go to the shop. But go into the water itself to find your next challenge, and also you will find a tomb located underwater as well. Now after the next verse has been beaten, we'll drop down directly in front of your next crow. This one really can't be missed, it's directly in front. Now in the same area you're going to find two witch tombs. One will have a broken pearl, and then you'll find a challenge located on your right as well.
I can't get free!
And now when you have dropped down into the water, this is the same building. You will rescue your friend or your partner in crime. And in this section here, you will find a total of 4 things, I think. So to the right, you will find a book. Directly in front will be the witch recipe and the entry number 001. So this class has 2 entries. And then to your left will be a witch tomb that you can destroy right next to the stairway. And then number 5 will be another one of them ghost or shadow tombs that we can do in this area. And that one will also contain a witch heart.
Not that way!
And now when your partner in crime and yourself destroy the new monster that spawns, when the gate opens you can go left to go to the Gates of Hell, or you can go right to go over the bridge and finish the level. Before going over the bridge, just jump in the water and go to your right first to claim your witch tomb with a bunch of goodies inside. And then if you want to stay in the water and go to the left side, this will be like a secret encounter inside this water. There's only one enemy that spawns. I'm on second climax mode. I'm not sure that matters for anything to spawn, but I'm just being safe, just like Bayonetta 1. And also, once you have defeated that monster, it will spawn a broken witch heart, and then now you can finish the level and proceed to chapter 2. Welcome to chapter 2. The first thing we're going to find is your next challenge. From the starting location of the level, just head directly straight and then go to your right. This is where we find your next challenge. Once we have left the challenge, we're now going to go into the canal itself and go underneath and inside the water. Now follow this path to the until you get to a dead end. There will be a path going left or right. The left path will lead to nothing, and the right path will lead you to your witch tomb containing a broken witch out inside. And now once we've done that, we're going to come back out of the water in the same place on the left hand side this time of the canal itself. You will find a witch tomb. And now when we go to the main courtyard where your friend is located, you will get ambushed by many enemies. In this location you will find a book located to the left hand side slightly, just before we go and interact with the little fella. Crow number 4. After the procedure where we go through a shed ton of water, you'll go through the doorway and hopefully you will see this crow located on the right on the overturned pillow on the floor. Now from the last location, head directly straight. Before you go up the steps, you will find the next journal. So yeah, these journals are very, very easy to find so far. And now just play the game as normal. We will fight a new enemy type and he will spawn your next LP to pick up. So once you defeat that bad guy, head back where we came from, since now the area has completely changed, and pick up the LP. And now for your witch tomb from the last location, head back up the stairway, and on your left hand side you will find it tucked away in some shrubbery. Actually no, it's not in, never mind, it's just on top of the stairway. I thought it's inside the flower pot area. And now this one's quite simple. Once you have come to this platform, once again you need to come here, you will use your new ability on your new boss that you fight, or mini boss. Before jumping down into the door itself, right next to where the challenge is located, this one's very, very hard to miss, so don't worry about missing this one. It's just to the left before you jump down into the doorway itself. Chapter 3 has no collectibles. Chapter 4, once you start, just jump down into the hole to find your first journal. And now for the next witch tomb. From the last location, just follow the rooftops and on your left hand side you will notice that there's a witch tomb on top of the buildings. You can see it from here as well. So make sure you head left and do not head right across the bridge just yet. Just follow the rooftops and you'll gain your next collectible. And now for the next one, we are going to grab, I believe it's going to be an LP, if I'm not mistaken. When you have found your new enemy type, once you have defeated it, and then the LP will be granted to you after the battle. After the battle of the new enemy type, we'll be on this plane of glass. Just stay to the right hand side and then you will find your next challenge on the side of the cathedral, located right here. After some time, you'll go through the cathedral door, and then once again you'll go through another big door. Now, directly in front on the upper side, on the power lines, you'll notice that there's a crow here. It's hard to see on the video because the crows are quite small, but don't worry, it's definitely on that power line. Welcome to Chapter 5. Once we gain our new ability, the Snake Within, as soon as we gain control of the character, the diary is located just to the right of you. You can't really miss this one. Now for the Broken Witch Heart, located on the left side, you will need to do the interaction with the Umbra Witch Resting Place tomb thing. So once again, I'm not going to show you, I'm just going to show you the location and then you just have to do it. Not difficult, just find the pieces, put them together and ta-da! And now we're going to go for the crow located just to the right of us. So on the broken down bridge you see, to the left of you now, you will find that there's a window. In that window you will find the bird. After you have gotten out of the water, this crow is impossible to miss because you'll literally see it as soon as you go through the archway. So make sure you grab it before he runs away. Now in this area there are multiple collectibles. So just further down you will find your journal. And now your witch tomb with the broken heart inside will be located on the far right hand side of this arena section. Now to get the next few collectibles we have to go into the middle now and defeat the enemy inside. And this will make the water raise up to the very top. Now head directly up and you will find your next journal there. And now from here we're going to find a witch tomb located to your right hand side. So it's the same place where we found the witch tomb with the broken heart inside, but it's just on the platform above. Now to get the challenge, let's go to the opposite side now, and inside this doorway you will find the challenge. So far these challenges have been very easy so far. Kind of disappointed at the moment. And now eventually we will get back out of the water once again. After the cutscene is played, go to the left side of the stairs to find the witch tomb. Now go to the opposite side where we are now to find your next LP. If I'm not mistaken, this is also in a witch tomb, but I can't really remember at the moment. Oh, no, it's not. It's just, yeah, so it's on the opposite side. And now for the Umbran Crow. Now proceed on as normal, so go up the steps, and you will find these pillars on the left-hand side as you're going up. On the final one that's poking out, you will find the crow on that side. So here's the last one. There's 4 total. Feel free to give it a try and grab the crow from here, but I recommend going on the pillar itself and coming from behind. And there we go. Now the next one will be a challenge. Just go directly to the top of the stairway and you will find it directly in front. Can't really miss it. Also, just an FYI for the last collectible, the journal, make sure you do not go towards the small child, because it will instantly finish the mission. So make sure you stay to the left as far as Welcome to Chapter 7. Once you have done the starting location, so this is where you're outside of the submarine, whatever it's called, you will then have to proceed inside. Once you're inside, you want to do a 180, attack the rubble behind you. As soon as you land in this location, you will find your next book. After you've done verse number 2 in this same location, if you go to the right path, this will lead upwards towards your next bird. Now from the last location, proceed forward until you get to your next verse. We're now entering Chapter 8. Once we start the level, head directly straight and you will find your first book here. A lot of these books are in plain sight, so don't have to really worry about finding them, or missing them I should say. Now for your next book, just follow the path as normal. You will run directly into the book, but this time it's actually off the beaten path, just to your right hand side.
Aren't we in a hurry?
And now let's go get the witch tomb and your next challenge. So in the same area, head back down the stairway, do a run and jump over to the right.
Aren't we in a hurry?
After the challenge is beat, we're now going to leave the challenge and head right once we go outside. Eventually on your path you will find the gates of hell located on your right side. Now proceed past the gates of Haupt and go in the arena section. And in here on the far left hand side you will notice the crow on this wall. Okay, so once you enter the portal, this is like the Paradiso section.
We need something.
Now from the starting location of the portal, just head down the very bottom. As soon as you land on the ground, turn around and you will find your next diary here. For the next LP, just
Let's keep moving.
just an FYI, be very careful on this part. If you happen to miss this moonpel, please make sure you go back to the main menu and on your way to your second Paradiso area. In this area, once you get to the next arena type area, you will then get ambushed in this section. Once you've done that, head directly straight and you will find a witch tomb in this location. And now your LP is located just behind the portal to Paradiso. After verse number 9, you will be in this area. Go through your archway directly in front, and then you will hopefully find a crow located on the upper section, on one of the windowsills. So to get this, you have to do a double jump and then use your crow within to guide there. Well, to guide yourself there, I should say. And now from here, we're going to go in. Nearing the end of the underwater section, your friend will get the next teleporter ready. Before going in there, go to the right side of this upper section of this cathedral. You will find a witch tomb as well. This will be the Broken Heart. Now, as soon as you land in the next area, do a 180. You will find a witch tomb here, and here we are again for a second time. This time we're going to get a broken witch heart. So as we go through this next portal, these go extremely fast compared to the first time. So make sure you stay to the left once you go through your first jump boost. And then hopefully you get the witch heart. If you don't see the witch heart pop up on your screen, make sure you quit out the game and try again. Welcome to chapter 9. When you see this area, this is not that far from chapter 9 starting location. You will then go to the right hand side to find your challenge, and also to the left side you'll find a crow, and then on the left side again you will find your witch tomb. When you have gone through the Paradiso level again, you'll then go through the portal going back to the normal world. As soon as you get out of the portal, do a 180, you will find your crow located just behind you. Also right next to our Gates of Hell.
Try to keep up. Where are you going? Hey, wait!
As soon as we start chapter 10, head directly straight and you will find this diary directly in front of your path. Now for your challenge, look to your left hand side. You will find a path going to your left. This will be a challenge area. And now for your crow, number 14. From the last location from the challenge, jump over to this platform and go to this rock. This will start the next battle. Do not head directly straight after the battle. If you want to head to the right hand side. On the next rock ahead, you will find your crow on top of this one. No biggie if you miss it, because you can get back to this rock, so you can try many times you want. Now proceed on from the last location, continue over to the right side, and you will notice another tomb located on the upper platform above. Now we're still going to continue on as normal, so proceed on to the right more. And then you'll be ambushed by more enemies, and this will be the next LP. This one's a lot easier to get, so as you are falling, this will take some time. You will find a circle of enemies, go in the middle of these enemies, and if you stay directly in the middle of the circle, you will hopefully grab the witch heart as you go down. And now for your next journal, this is right next to a Gates of Hell, so as soon as you go over this worm looking thing, it's just to the left. Can't really miss this one. Once again, these journals are pretty easy to find, so hopefully you don't miss none. Now for the Witch Tomb for the Broken Moon Pearl, go into the new area and also you'll fight a new enemy type. Once you've done that, head towards the tree with the eye, go directly left and you will find a Witch Tomb in the far distance. Now this one's very hard to miss as you go across the worm or this tree looking thing. If you keep going straight, you will notice it on the left side, but you literally have to go past this way to go past this challenge, so hopefully you don't miss it on the left.
You've been naughty.
And now for the next crow, once you have left the challenge itself, so after picking up your goodies, as soon as you leave, you will find the crow located on the same rock located to the right of you. So just before you found the challenge. So we need to proceed back just ever so slightly. So this rock right here, right next to where the worm tentacle thing is, you will find it on top. So once you have done your next verse and found your next new monster, right next to where the tree is located, you will need to go through that tree eventually, but if you go to the right, you will find another one of these broken witch tomb things. And then after you've done that, you want to proceed to the right even further after you got this witch heart to find your next witch heart as well. So in this next area, this can be kind of tough, this area, because it has the new enemy type. I think it's the sloth and 2 enemies that we faced previously. They're quite difficult. Don't know the names of them, but yeah, this one's quite interesting. Chapter 13. As soon as you enter this chapter, you will find some witches running away, or running towards the next location. Jump on the balcony to your left. So this is actually chapter 1 in Bayonetta 1 as well, if you didn't realise. Now drop down where the gates of hell is located. Now head back to where the witches came through. Go all the way to the very bottom. You will notice a witch tomb here containing your broken witch heart inside. Also for the next journal, just follow the path as normal. You should hopefully run directly into this one. This is in plain sight as well, so you can't miss it. Now for the next crow, located directly in front on that same pillar as your very first crow was in Bayonetta 1. Now to the left, you will find a outhouse thing, I don't know what you call it, but inside you will find your next challenge. Following the story progression, you will get to this point. You will run directly past this note as well, so can't really miss it once again. Now from here, do a 180, you will find a witch tomb directly behind you. And now for the next Broken Moon Palm. After you have gone over the water using the witch time here with the statues, just head directly straight and you will find the door that you can kick down, but of course you get ambushed by enemies. After you've done the enemies, just make sure you bash down that door because the game does teleport you somewhere else. Just look right and the door's right here. And now to get this next witch, or not witch, sorry, the crow. After activating this witch time area, what you need to do is go on the bridge and stay on the bridge. At the very end of the bridge section, you will find a crow. I heard reports that if you fail this area, the crow disappears, so make sure you don't fail this area to find the crow. Now go back down into the lava. We're going to find 2 witch tombs. It's completely optional. You don't really need to grab these.
This way!
And now once you get to your next Gates of Hell, can't really miss it, it's on the way to the next area. Now before going up the steps, go left and you will find a witch tomb, and if you keep going left you will find another witch tomb containing a witch or broken witch heart.
This way!
For this next witch heart, I don't think this is even missable. But as you proceed on with the story, as soon as you start running up here, the platforms start moving down. Just interact, or sorry, destroy the witch tomb, and then you will find the next witch heart.
Don't let your guard down!
Now eventually you make it back with Rosa, destroy this witch time wall. As soon as we enter, look on the left.
This way!
And that will be number 18.
Let's go! Don't let your guard down! Hurry! Let's go!
At the starting location of chapter 4, look on the right side, you will find your very first witch tomb. Also right next to your friend, as she's shooting for no apparent reason, down there, you will find your next journal as well, and to the left of her itself you will find the witch tomb containing a broken witch heart as well. No idea what the hell she's doing, but she's just shooting randomly, not shooting nothing at all, wasting bullets. Like I said, right next to her, just go to the left, and you'll find a tomb containing the witch heart. Now after you finished verse number 2, during the battle, or sorry, after the battle, you can now come up here and grab the broken moon pearl. Welcome to chapter 15. After the very long battle, you will then be in this very familiar area. Once again, this is from Bayonetta 1. Once we gain control of our character, do a 180 to find a crow just lurking behind you. After we finish verse number 6, so I think these we just killed glory people, what you call them, the fire and electric people. Before going into the door directly in front, go left and follow this path all the way down. Be careful, you will get ambushed again. But proceed down as normal, just go to the very end until you find that ghost tomb. Interact with that. Then do that to gain your Moon Pearl. Also, in this same area, you're going to find the next challenge as well. And then after that, there'll be no more collectibles until chapter 16, your final chapter. Chapter 16, another short chapter for collectibles and the only chapter left. So once we gain control after the long battle, before going into the doorway, you will find the challenge located on your right side. And then you will find your final diary located just next to the doorway. And then you will find a witch tomb located on the far left. So as you leave the doorway and head back, you will find a broken pathway behind you. Just jump over that to claim the witch tomb as well.
What are you doing? This way!
For the final pesky crow, number 20. So once you get to the very top of the stairs, so this is be your last area before the next final area or section. So like I said, get to the very top of the stairs, door 180, you will find your last crow located on the right side. And yes, all we need to do now is go to Roden's Gates of Hell to buy your remaining witch hearts and moon pearls. I'm not going to show that on the video. I'm not going to grind out just to show you that they're in there. Just make sure you grind out the halos to get all the rest of your health and magic upgrades.